Boxer Voice here again with Mario Barrios, El Nino de Oro here in your gym. Just got done getting your workout in. Y'all are a few days out from going to training camp in Las Vegas where y'all going to turn it up and get that sparring in provided by your promoter. But going into this fight, this is a huge step up. How's the mentality with you breaking out of prospect into contendership?
The mentality breaking out of that, we're very excited about. I mean, we're still staying very composed. You know, we're working on everything we need to in the gym, and we're just building up and getting ready for this fight. It's supposed to be 12 rounds, you know, so everything we're picking up in the gym, and we're getting ready for it.
In your last fight, it was kind of a frustrating instance where you had almost 2 or 3 fights fall through back to back to back, and it affected you in weight. And as far as this one, everything seems to be on schedule, on point. So, how much of that relief is that, seeing that now that you're out of that area where people tend to fall out, and now you're into the serious contenders leading up to where y'all want to be?
It's a lot better this time. Like I said, we have had a 10-week notice for this fight, you know, so we're able to build up the way we want, so that way we could peak when we want. The last couple of fights I was supposed to fight in that fell through, you know, we're peaking, you know, up and down. It kind of messed up my way a little bit, you know. A lot of that still falls back on me, but I mean, for this fight, like I said, everything's going really smooth right now, so we're getting ready.
All right, and coming into this fight, it's like I said, it's a huge step up. You have 15 fights. Your opponent is from Italy, Bracero, and he has 44 fights. Do you feel ready? And I know your team does. You do, and your handlers are. But I mean, going through your mind when it presented itself, how ready did you feel, seeing that they want to go ahead and push you up there and get you that title shot soon?
I've been ready. This wasn't a decision that we just made out of the blue. You know, something that we saw, you know, throughout my last couple of fights. You know, we've been seeing how I've been progressing, and you know, this was a whole team decision. You know, we all decided, me, my team in here, my managerial team, my advisor. You know, we all decided, you know, that I'm ready, you know, to step up, you know, to the contender stage, and that's what we're going for.
All right, yeah, you're daring to be great, and it's kind of rare that you see that nowadays. But to those that might question and say, maybe is it too soon? What would you have to say, seeing that you might face those kind of questions going into the next couple of steps y'all are leading into?
For those saying it's too soon, just tune in on Fight Night. You're gonna see.
All right. What do you know about your opponent? You know that he's from Italy. He has a lot of experience, but what do you think he's going to bring to the table? Seeing that he's a aggressive fighter who's probably going to try to get in your chest, being the shorter, more aggressive fighter, trying to get you out of your game plan.
We know he's a veteran, you know, like around 42 fights. You know, he's been the distance, you know, which he's gonna try to test me. But I said we're getting ready for it. We're expecting him to come at his best. I'm gonna be coming at my best, and it's gonna be a great fight.
All right, we're still waiting on the details to come down as far as where the location, and you were told that it's going to be a main event on ESPN. Does that go into your psyche, seeing that you're going to be, possibly the main event on a nationally televised, fight leading into a possible title shot?
As right now, we got word it's supposed to be the main event. If not, it's gonna be the co-main event for sure. So we know the next fight is gonna be televised. Like I said, it's a real big fight. We're building up for it really well, and we just can't wait.
All right, I've seen you around for a while. You've been a pro for 2.5 years, and from what I've seen from the outside looking in, is you're kind of coming into your own with comfortable inside, outside the ring. What's it been like for you making that transition and being one of the first Al Haymon fighters to really break out of contendership and go for the gusto?
It feels great, you know. Like I said, I have an amazing team behind me. My advisor, Al Haymon, my managers, Luis De Cooper Jr., Bob Santos. You know, we have an amazing team behind us. You know, and to know that we're at this step already, you know, this huge step in my career, man, it's truly a blessing. We couldn't be any happier.
All right, this is a tough fight. Not looking past this, but there is talks of a possible title fight if this goes successfully. I know it's hard to not think about that sometimes, and when you lay down in bed, and think about what's going to happen next. What coming from you? How do you feel about all that? I mean, how do you cope with that? Is it pressure or is it motivation?
It's both, actually. You know, it's a lot of pressure. A lot of people they're depending on you. You know, they're looking at you as the next top prospect and everything. But and then on the other hand, you know, it's motivation. It's pushing me because I know I'm right there at the door already. I know this is a title eliminator. You know, like most likely the winner of this next fight, we're gonna get another title shot. So I mean, I say it's really motivation. Like we couldn't be any happier, you know. But as right now, we're just taking it fight by fight. We're focused on for this fight in July, and then after that, we'll focus on the next one.
All right, what would that do for you? Seeing that we're in a big market city as far as boxing, but we haven't had that that champion to really lead the pack with this new generation of fighters. What would that do for you, and how do you feel about possibly taking that mantle of being the next San Antonio champion?
Oh man, that'll do a lot, for me, for San Antonio. There's a lot of top prospects here in San Antonio, to know I'm one of the ones already right there, getting to that stage. And it's it's unbelievable, knowing that I'm carrying the city on my back every fight, especially in these big fights. I'm just looking to bring the titles back to home, San Antonio.
All right, and last question: what drives you? What drives Mario Barrios to do what you do? As far as hunger, everybody has different motivations. What is it for you? What makes you want to do this? What makes you love this? Or what makes you work as hard as you do in the gym and in the ring?
With me, man, this is what I love to do. Something I've done my whole life. Got an amazing team behind me, my family. My team here in the gym, like I said, my managerial team. It's just we're a real close knit group. Knowing I have all these people supporting me. That their family and friends. Everybody, man, it's unbelievable. So that's my drive.
All right, yeah, appreciate the time. Definitely check you out there in Vegas too. So good luck in your fight.